The tool post at the trailhead sponsored and the sales of our trail hats for raising money for our maintenance fund. So thank you. Corporate facilities team. I know that Rob mentioned Mark Richards, but the whole team from CBRE as well. Been amazing. Corporate communications, Kelly. Thanks for organizing this great event. Our respective families, some days and weekends we're spending a little bit more time out here than maybe we should, but it's been a great support from our families and friends. And then last but not least, from our core team perspective, it's the Whirlpool Cycling Club and Casey Wagner, who is my dear friend and partner in this endeavor. I think the project started about 3 years ago, but I think we started talking about 5 or 6 years ago. So as you go through the tunnel, basically we have the section in the woods. That's basically what we call the south side of the trails. For intermediate riders, which all that means is basically more features and some interesting and exciting stuff to play around on. It's still very accessible for riders of all skill levels. As you move to the field and head north, it's basically a beginner trail that loops all the way around to the woods on the north, comes back along the lake. There's a nice spot to stop and check out the views, and then you head back into the woods and finish your loops. Just because it's been a little bit wet and we finished part of the trail at the last minute, we have a little detour for today's ride just to get everyone out onto the loop, but I'm looking forward to having the full section open as well. And then another important feature, we actually have a gravel walking path. So as you exit a tunnel and you head right, basically you have to go along the field on the south side of the woods and go all the way to the lake as well, and meet up with your cycling buddies and hang out by the lake and enjoy the view as well. So really excited about this. All trails, or I would say most trails, are never done when you open them. So we have a lot of improvement ideas in mind. We're actually going to build some additional features and lines in the field as well later this summer. And then we'll keep getting feedback from all of you as well as we go. So Mark and Rob did a really good job of thanking many members. I'll probably be just a little bit redundant, but I'll go super fast so that we can move on with the portion. But just an amazing amount of people that have contributed to this project. I won't name them all by name, but for sure, my sincere thanks, our sincere thanks for all the efforts so far to get us to this point. So, team at Abinmar, Day One, all the engineering and support, Cornerstone Alliance, as we talked about, Benton Township, Southwest Michigan Planning Commission, Berrien County Commission, commissioners and administrators, Friends of Berrien County Trails. Kaling Construction did an amazing job on the contract part of the tunnel building. Fantastic. Mac, our partners here on site with our landscaping. Matt from Flow Track, we've been basically on site for about a year. I think, honestly, almost living on site for about a year, so appreciate all the help getting us to this point. Our community bike shops are amazing. St. Joe Bicycle Company, Bedlam Bicycle Company, Kevin, somewhere back there. Great supporter of this trail and everything that we do in the community on the northeast corner of our property. Since phase one, we have added some things. Hopefully some of you have seen that. We have a restroom at the trailhead. We have a new and improved trailhead sign holder. We're not good map makers yet, so more to come on the maps, but we're trying to do our best. And honestly, we're waiting a little bit until everything's built out for the final version. Picnic benches. We did put some bridges on a wet spot over there as well. So thank you all for riding the trails and using them. It's been less than a year, hard to believe, but the more you ride the trails, the better they get. So phase two, which obviously we're here for today, is amazing. As Mark mentioned, the property is fantastic. I'm just going to point to a few things if I can. There we go. So I don't think there's been any one person who spent more hours of their personal time on this trail, myself included. So thank you, Casey, for everything you've done. And then finally, I'd like to recognize our Whirlpool senior leadership team, Mark, Pam, Jim, and many others. Their support has been unbelievable.